results with our next attack.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
How do you like that?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Speak to me another time.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard.
Cyclops draws near.
'Tis weak to lightning strike. I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
This room has quite a temper.
I cannot use their rage to our advantage. No hole here.
misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your Well now! The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easy.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
I'll get that for you. I've got a good feeling about this one.
The day grows darker with our every step.
Ears pricked. 'Twill be difficult to pinpoint distant foes by sight alone.
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
You dare!
We've got goblins!
Leave it to me.
Stay with me, Lizzie. Wait a moment. I grant you roaring flame.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right, into the ox cart.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. We work to serve the citizenry.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
what good will come of this.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
All this work?
I'll pop open the chest. 'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Oh, excellent find.
To be something fun to do. I've just about had my fill of this ruckus.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Pelis, Vermund was once a Beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Barely drag my arm.
Welcome, good sir. My services lie in the styling of hair and the painting of faces. Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. Hope to see you again. Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Out comes the dagger. I'm not the only one who's too busy to rest.
Always sets me to think.
Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You have lost sight of your path, but I can point the way. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you. If I could, I'd never leave.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew. Wakestone shards are treasures to be prized, though only when made whole can they work their magic.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one. Just how I like it.
It's nice to see
Well met,
everyone
son.
out and about.
How might I be of service?
Need anything? Many thanks.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
I wish I knew your restraint arisen.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look. Fancy a little wine, please?
The rules at your leisure, I say.
Not without its charm.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of... Come back anytime.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Deesa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed great. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
It is our duty to bring the beasts low.
There is surely no challenge to which we cannot rise.
Whatever am I to do?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor...
Master, I've naught more to say. Pressing me further shan't change that.
Whatever else might be said of me, know that I served you with all I had.
You are in good health, I trust, Arisen? The time of our parting is come. Thank you for everything.
Tis a pleasure to meet you. If we share our strengths, we can be...
Tis a pleasure to meet you. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle. A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pausing. Contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands. How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Only care I have is how to spend the day.
I'm ready for patrol.
Oi there, friend! Care to help a fellow? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you... My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Lennart. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We need only deliver it to the intended recipient.
I've got to focus.
If anyone will
Shift's
notice
only
if I
just
stay
begun.
here a bit. I've trained.
Another errand to see to.
It falls on me to resolve this.
In every age, when the Arisen fells, hence, pawns are treated with respect. As a matter not to mention, they are skilled combatants. 'Tis clear their concept of life and death differs crucially.
This ox cart's bound for me. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Gladly stay a while.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
We're setting out. Jump on if you're paid.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find.
I'm ready for patrol.
Time for us. Then scraping by.
It is hard to imagine a world.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are bad.
Winds on all sides.
Couldn't hurt to put my feet to movement.
I'm stuck to the passenger coming on.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Let me get that.
Peril can result from a moment's
Gladly stay
caution.
a while.
I'll take the night watch if desperate. Anything.
It's been a hard day.
For my equipment, follow the shots.
It's been a hard day.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
Plainly speaking, 'tis a bother.
I'm in fine fettle today. Now here's a welcome sight. Time to be heading home. What should I get up to today?
It's a bit early for a rest, yes.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword next time.
'Tis rather peaceful here, isn't it?
A brief respite is naught to decry.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tap.
I'm in no hurry to leave. It's been a hard day.
Too early for dinner.
Goblins, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Well done! Let my magic infuse your weapon with the fury of the elements. I knew you would prevail, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Where are you going? Oh, I don't need this right now.
Perhaps a stroll through town. See what I can find.
My body's not forgiving me.
If this is where I fall...
Hey, what to do?
We'll pull through yet!
Suppose courage can only take you so far.
Well done, Master!
Goodness me.
Hail!
Still waiting on
It falls on me to resolve this.
I'm not putting up with this.
Grant you fire's blade. Use it well. I shan't let the Kong